¿Por qué quisiste cruzar la línea? A ganar dinero.
Right, our first interview was Jaime Espinosa, 39, from Morelos. He tried to cross the line to work for his family, which he's got 4 kids and a wife. A group of 7 jumped the border, and he says they just started running to try and get away, but they all got caught. And he crossed with his son, Manuel, who's 18. And the rationale behind crossing was just they need to work.
¿Tú trabajas con ellos?
No, yo también fui migrante. Nada más que yo estoy esperando una persona, estamos buscando una persona que se perdió. Nosotros estamos aquí hospedados en Nogales y tenemos 4 días buscando a la persona, todavía no la hallamos y estamos esperando de que llegue.
Pues está bien si agarramos todo.
Second interview was Germán Antonio Verdugo Parrón, 25, from Hermosillo. His job in Hermosillo had no job security. He needed the money. His family is across in the U.S. working with visas already. And his main reason for trying to cross was he wanted to get to know the U.S. They crossed in Sassabee, jumped the border with a group of 4 days walking in the desert, and they got caught in Ajo. Now they're waiting. They've been waiting in Nogales for 3 days now. They're waiting for a friend that got lost in the desert. He's been out there for a week, and he's only 17. Now, though, he's not going to try crossing again. Mexico apparently is publishing articles that are stating that the U.S. and Mexico are going to reach an agreement about work permits, and that's what he's going to wait for. Gilbert Flores, 38. He's been working with No More Deaths for 5 months. Average immigrant count is 500 per day, though he said at his height it used to be 800. They have food, water, some medical supplies, though it's remedial at best. They offer clothes, the food. They take care of the ailments that people have, most commonly blisters. He's got a splinter in his leg that they're trying to convince him to let them remove it. He's afraid it's going to hurt.
No, hombre, no.
My name is Jeff Gudenkopf. I am a city councilman for the city of Nogales, have been for 6 years, and I operate Galen's Towing, a towing and recovery service in Nogales. The problems a border city has with any illegal immigration problem is the fact that it's the economic impact on our community. We pay for the hospital care, we pay for the jail time if somebody comes across the border and does something illegal on this side of the border. They're jailed in our county jail. So basically the economic impact on the hospital, on the city for their jail, the police, the ambulance service, it's all basically a write-off. And you know, there's this perception that at night in Nogales, the streets run rampant with illegal aliens running through our city. I've lived here 30, almost 40 years, and I have yet to see huge herds of people running through my streets. Is it a problem? It's a problem, but it's on the outlying areas. They're not in our community. This is a very safe town. Border City relies on, its economics come mainly from Mexico. About 70% of our sales tax revenue in this city is generated from people from Mexico that come over here and buy things, buy milk, buy bread. It's not the illegal that's going to do any damage or pay taxes in our city. It's the person that literally can't pay $4 a gallon for milk in Mexico wants to come over here and do it. That's the impact it has on us. So the guest worker program, you know what, I believe that the guest worker program is needed. There are jobs in the United States that I hate to say that are beneath citizens of the United States, but that's the perception people get. It's like nobody wants to clean hotel rooms. Nobody wants to pick the tomatoes out of the field. So unless we're willing to pay $300 a night to stay at Holiday Inn and pay $4 a pound for tomatoes, a guest worker program's needed. I think a more appropriate answer than the Minutemen super fence is, what do I feel about the Border Patrol or the fact that the National Guard is in my town? setting up little campsites all over the place, because that affects us. The Minutemen border fence is over in the Nogales area. They're not here. Now I hear you just told me that they're afraid to come to Nogales because it's a dangerous community. Again, I don't know why they're thinking that. I wouldn't live anywhere else. I definitely wouldn't live in Tucson. Didn't they have like 2 murders last week in Tucson? Okay, we've had 1 in 3 years, so it's really not an unsafe community.
As loud as my heart, tell me you love me, come back and haunt me. Oh, when I rush to the start, running in circles, chasing tails, coming back as we are. Nobody said it was easy. Oh, it's such a shame for